Hey everybody, today I am going to be taking a look at a new microphone. I've taken a look at a couple of different ones. This is just your standard shotgun mic, goes on top of your camera. You put my eyeballs on here. This is a third-party brand from Pixel, and it's a little bit less expensive than some of the name brand microphones. So let's take a look at it. Let's see what's in the box. And let's see what we have in terms of quality out of it. So we got a registration warranty card, and then of course if you're not happy, I got it on Amazon. Look at that. Comes with a carrying bag right here. Comes with a dead cat. It's nice. It doesn't seem to be falling apart. That's good. An aux cable. Actually, this is an extension cable, so male to female. So just for if you want to take it off camera and extend it a little bit farther out, that's kind of handy to have. That's a bonus. Let's take the box out of the way. Oops. All right. We have the instruction manual, several different languages here. Looks pretty straightforward. So set that right there. And then, of course, the shotgun mic. So here you have the actual shotgun. It's a little long. I'm not sure if that's good or bad yet. Here's your shock absorber down here. Goes both directions. And then your cord. Oh, I can see why they gave you the extension cord. That's pretty short. I mean, if you're just mounting it on top of your camera, that's probably more than long enough to do that. Kind of wish this was at a right angle, and I'm not super keen on having the cord permanently attached. I prefer to have one that, that plugged in. That way, if a cord goes bad, which they sometimes do, you can easily change out a cord without having to replace the whole unit. Takes AA batteries. Takes 2 AA batteries, it looks like. Latch seems relatively sturdy. All right, what do we got here? So we've got switches for positive, on, off, and low cut, as well as you have, you can either reduce the gain by 10 dBs, you can set it for 0 or plus 10 dB gain. If you can see that there. Hopefully the camera focuses on that. And then you can see that. And then these 2 lights. We'll check those lights out here in a minute as soon as I disconnect the one that's there and put it on the camera and then give it a test. So let's put these out here so you can see all of the pieces that go to it. And that's everything that was in the box. You've got the manual, the microphone, the extension cord, the carry case, a dead cat, and your warranty registration. All right, well, let's take a look at how this works, or give it a test and see how it works. Right now, I have it mounted on my camera and plugged in, and so the audio you're seeing right now is the audio coming out of this Pixel MC650 microphone. It is this right here. I'm going to use the microphone on this camera. It is going to be all the audio that you hear, but I'm going to use a different camera to film so that I can show you the features on it. Okay, as you can see, I have it mounted on the camera, and right now it's powered on, and it is set to 0 in terms of gain, and there's no low cut turned on it. So the audio that you're hearing right now is the audio coming from that microphone itself. I'm going to go through the settings on it, and as you can see, it it has the attached cord that comes out and just mounts it. In this case, because it doesn't have the right angle, it actually interferes with the flip out screen on the camera. It blocks my ability to view that. That's one thing that I wish was a little bit different on it. It could be that my jack was on the other side as well. So it's not necessarily the fault of this microphone, but I would prefer it to have a 90 degree so I could kind of get it out of the way. We'll turn this to the side here because I want to show you the shock absorber. So that is the built-in shock absorber. For my taste, that is a little flimsy. I mean, it doesn't take much to get that bouncing around up there. I don't think it's going to have any negative issues in regards to the actual performance of the microphone. It's just a bit, wobbly, and you can also go back and forth. So, I mean, good shock absorber, but could be a little bit more, I think, rigid there. As I said before, this does take 2 AA batteries. So let's do an audio test here. Getting straight into it. This is minus 10 dB gain on the switch on the side of the microphone. This is the minus 10B. Testing 1, 2, 3. This is 0 dB gain. Testing 1, 2, 3. 0 dB gain. This is plus 10 dB gain. Again, plus 10 dB gain. Testing 1, 2, 3. Now we've switched it to the low cut setting, which is on the power. So this is the low cut setting. Testing 1, 2, 3. This is the low cut setting. Testing 1, 2, 3. So once again, just to recap, you have your battery compartment is right back here. This is your shock absorber right there. That's how it's mounted. Let's put the dead cat on in place of the foam. All right, stuck the dead cat on it for noise reduction. It slides on and slides off. The foam actually slides on and off much easier. The dead cat takes a little effort to get started. Once you've got it started, it just slides right on there. It's just fine. When you slide it off, you're left with this protective sleeve on the actual microphone itself there. All in all, not a bad microphone. It works pretty well, and it records. You have some control over what it records and whether or not you're picking up gain or reducing the gain. It's got a shock absorber on it. I can't say that I'm super impressed with the shock absorber. I'd like the shock absorber, I think, to be just a little bit more rigid, especially when you compare it with something like a Movo or something that is kind of equally priced with it. All in all, though, I think this microphone will work fine. The only, like I said, it has a couple of negatives and it has some positives. I'm not real keen on having its own batteries. I would prefer that it just drew battery power or drew power from the camera like my Movo does. That's just one more thing that I have to have batteries for, although that's not, a big issue. It's a little long, although I think in some cases when you're a little bit farther away from the camera, having it be a little long is not necessarily a bad thing. It comes with the foam. It comes with the dead cat. It tends to cut noise pretty well. And you have those adjustments. So all in all, I think, for a good entry level, starter microphone, this would work fine for you.